How is everyone, Steve, personal-wise?
Yeah, all good. Everyone fit, ready to go.
In terms of the kind of unusual circumstance of this game, how do you view that? Can you lean on the positive COVID experiences to your benefit here?
Hopefully. Some of our performances in COVID were pretty good. Certainly a big change for the atmosphere the other night in the Parken Stadium in Denmark, so I'm sure we'll deal with it.
What do you think of fans?
I didn't give it too much thought. It was put in front of me. This is the situation we've got to deal with, so we just got to deal with it, play the game, get the points we need and go home.
I'm surprised that we're here in this particular, of all the options.
But they can pick anywhere, we could be sent anywhere. So listen, all we can do is deal with it and get on with it. That's the best way. That's the best way I think for us to approach it.
Do you feel sorry for the shop fans? Obviously, they want to go every
No, for the fans, not to be here for the fans. Football's for fans. COVID times were tough times to play games. It was surreal atmospheres, but there'll be nobody here tomorrow. It's a shame that the Tartan Army can't be here. I'm sure there'll be one or two in their kilts wandering around the local vicinity, which is great. It shows you how much it means to them.
Imagine now that in this stage, you've got over 200 fans expected to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For them, it's another game that they're going travelling to follow Scotland. Unfortunately, they're not allowed into the stadium. That's very unfortunate.
Steve, is it fair to say, kind of look from the outside, that probably 2 weeks before the game on Friday night, you had your team in your mind what it was going to look like, and you probably had a team in your mind for tomorrow night as well at that point. Is that right, that you had your two sort of strategies ready, and you're not reacting to stuff, you're not reacting to what happened on Friday, you had a plan, two separate plans?
I'm thinking we've got teams since we played in June. In terms of what you're going to have, but you never know what players you're going to have. You never know how many minutes. So obviously, across the whole of August, as you're building it towards the transfer window, you're looking at who's playing, who's not playing, who's moving, who might be moving, and you're hopeful that you get to the end of the month when you all meet up and you've got the squad more or less that you had in your head at the start. And I would say this time, I feel as though we've got a squad that's pretty close to the one that I thought I might have. So that's been good.
You said after the game on Friday that team was specifically designed because you'd look back at the previous game against Denmark. There were certain things that you were trying to do in that game to get us up the pitch and stuff. I'm imagining it's a very different sort of set of circumstances you're envisaging tomorrow night, so it'll probably be a very different 11.
It'll be a. Obviously, when you go to Denmark, you're playing against a pot one team away from home. You know you're probably not going to have the majority of possession. You know you're going to have to defend really well. Tomorrow, hopefully, we can have more of the ball. We can use the ball better. We can create more chances with the ball, more clean chances with the ball. We still created chances on the night in Denmark. If we can create more clean chances with the ball, then that should help us to get the result that we want. So, I think, yeah, two different games.
John was in earlier, he said that Scotland, the players have realised they have to get back to walk Scotland to the tournaments where Scotland qualified, and they actually said they want to get horrible to play against again, get back to being a horrible team to play against. Was that coming instructions from you?
Horrible in a good way.
Yeah.
Horrible in that they make it really difficult for the opposition. They work ever so hard when we don't have the ball. You have to do in football, it's nice to do the bits that catch the attention, the good shots, the good play. But the basics, the nuts and bolts of football are about doing the dirty stuff, the stuff where you have to do your hard yards off the ball.
Representing your country at a World Cup would be that would just eclipse everything that I've managed to achieve in the game. So I used to see my teammates going in the summer and you're on holiday, but next summer we've got the opportunity to be there, and I think every time myself and other boys stand in a tunnel before a game, we need to remember that, and we need to realise what we could achieve. So we know it's at stake, and we know how to do it. So starting tomorrow, it's important to get the 3 points to give us the best possible chance.
There's also no fans in the game tomorrow as well. What's that like as a player, and how do you deal with that? Is that a factor at all?
I think it's a factor. I think it should benefit us. I think normally when you go and play a pot 4 team away from home, you go into the match as favourites, just statistically and on paper. And for example, Armenia, when we went there, I think everyone got a fright first 15 minutes. Then I got nutted. We had an extra man, and we managed to go and win. But I think it benefits us. Belarus would obviously love the home fans there. We had the experience during COVID. I know circumstances are a little bit different, but us as players, we are used to that feeling. We'll hear each other a little bit more, and for us, I think it's a benefit more than what it is for Belarus.
What are you expecting from Belarus? What's your kind of analysis?
A reaction. I think any team of professionals that they get beat like they got beat the other night, there's normally a reaction where they'll try to create a little siege mentality. They'll certainly not want to concede a lot of goals again. So no, we expect a tough night there. They're a competent side. I was a little bit surprised that they lost by the margin that they lost in Greece, although I know the Greeks are a good side, and I'm sure you guys know the Greeks are a good side as well. You saw them in action at Hampden. But I was a little bit surprised the scoreline was as big as that.
Maybe some fans will look at it and think this is going to be 4 goals that we should get something similar, but certainly now you just take a 1-0 and get beat once in a row.
Take the win if we can get it. However it comes, if it's by 1 goal, if it's by 2 goals, whatever. First of all, we need to make sure that we get the win.